lecture series on digital system design. So in today's class, we'll be discussing about Quinn-McCluskey minimization technique. In the last class, we discussed about the same thing. So we'll be continuing our discussion on Quinn-McCluskey minimization technique, and we'll try to complete the same. Fine. So in the last class, as I said, we were discussing about. Are you able to share the screen?
Yes, sir.
And you able to hear me properly?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So in yesterday's last class, I discussed about Quinn-McCluskey minimization technique. In that minimization technique, I was discussing about pi terms. Summation terms we had discussed. Summation plus incompletely specified Boolean functions I have discussed. So the last one we have left over with is the pi term. So how to solve a pi term using a Quinn-McCluskey minimization technique or a max term list for a Quinn-McCluskey minimization technique. So I'm directly taking one problem on Quinn-McCluskey minimization technique, that is using max term list. So along with the don't care. So we will start now. So what is the question? S is equal to f of a comma b comma c comma d is equal to pi m of 0, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12, 13 plus pi d of 8, 10. Fine. So if we solve the sum, how to solve the sum? So before solving the sum, since it is a pi m problem, I will not redefine entire rules for pi m. Instead, I will use a trick here. That trick is shown here. See, I am getting the equation. The first thing I considered is considering all the don't care terms as 0, I have written this equation, that is S is equal to f of a comma b comma c comma d is equal to 0, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 10, 12, 13. Correct? And how to differentiate a don't care? By putting a star. That I have done here. Fine. Now, since it's a pi m equation, I don't want to create a separate rule set for pi m equation to be solved. Instead, I'll use the already known technology, that is how to simplify a summation m thing. Fine. So as you all know, a summation m is a min term list. So if I write summation m of 0, 1, 3, then how will I write summation m? A will, this is nothing but say 0, 1, 3. Correct? So I can assume that there are 3 variables in it. I can write the equation as a bar, b bar, c bar plus a bar, b bar, c plus a bar, b, c. Fine. So similarly, if I had a pi m equation, how will I relate pi capital M 0, 1, 3? If I write the same equation, how will I write the same equation? I'll be writing in this fashion: a plus b plus c into a plus b plus c bar into a plus b bar plus c bar. So now if I want to relate these two equations, how will I relate? The relation is done in this fashion. For I can tell this thing in a simpler manner, that is summation m evaluates for 0, whereas pi m evaluates for 1. So relation between 0 and 1 is a complement. Correct? So I will do what? I will just write the equation in this form, that is summation small m is equal to pi capital M bar, or I can even write it as pi capital M is equal to summation small m bar. So in this way, we will be simplifying the relating a min term list with a max term list. That is a complementary relation, because complement of 0 is 1 and complement of 1 is 0. That's how the relation goes on. And here also, I can try proving this equation, that is a plus b, a bar, b bar, c bar, whole bar, a bar, b bar, c bar plus a bar, b bar, c plus a bar, b, c, whole bar. How will it result? Plus will be replaced by dot. Here also plus will be replaced by dot. and every term will get a bar. What is a bar, b bar, c bar whole bar? It will be a plus b plus c. What will be a bar, b bar, c the whole bar? It will be a plus b plus c bar. What will be a bar plus b c whole bar? It will be a plus b bar plus c bar. So in that fashion, I am relating everything by a bar here. So this equation and this equation is a true. Fine. Now I'll use that benefit over here. Instead of realizing S equation, I will try realizing S bar equation. How will I realize the S bar equation? So here I have tried writing the min-term notation form here. And this is the notation of the max terms available here, correct? So pi m of 0, how will I write? M subscript 0. Pi m of 2, I will write as M subscript 2. Pi m of 3, I will write as M subscript 3. So in this way I have written all the terms here. How will I relate this equation? The relation is done by using this. I can write it as S bar is equal to F bar into bracket A comma B comma C comma D is equal to what is M naught bar? What is M naught bar? What will be M naught bar?
One.
What will be M naught bar? What is M naught? M naught is nothing but, look here, M naught is nothing but this term here. It is, sorry, this term. This is M naught, A plus B plus C. What will be this bar? It will be equal to this one. Understanding? I will try writing the equation here. I am writing capital M naught. M naught. So capital M naught means what? It is a max term. So 0. What is 0? Is nothing but 0, 0, 0. How will I write the equation here? It will be written as A plus B plus C. Hopefully I am correct. So I am writing M naught bar. So I will put a bar here. What will be M naught bar? A plus B plus C whole bar. What will I get it? It will be A bar, B bar, C bar. So I'll be getting answer as A bar, B bar, C bar. This is equivalent to small m naught, which is nothing but a max min term list. This is the max term. If I put a complement, this equation what I'll be getting it as, I'll be getting it as a min term. Fine, understanding? So I'll be using this thing. So for simplification, so I'll be writing it as m naught. I will copy the equation better. Now the equation will not have any bar. Every capital M, I will replace it by small m. Every capital M, I will replace this by small m. Now, this is my new equation. This equation I will be evaluating. What is summation m? Summation is nothing but a min term list. Correct? Summation m stands for min term. Correct? So I will write the new equation S bar, which is equal to F bar of A, B, C, D is equal to, I will be writing it as, I will be taking the symbol of summation. summation m of 0, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4, comma 5, comma 8 with a star, comma 10 with a star, comma 12, comma 13. So in this way, I have now got a new equation here, that is using a min term list form. So whatever the equation is there, if it is in a pi form, you have to convert it into summation m form using by following these 3 steps. Remember one thing here, only one thing will be changing here, that is equation will be s, now it will be of s bar. It is now, it was earlier it was f, now it will be f bar. Then instead of summation m, instead of pi m, I will write summation m with all the brackets terms as the same variables, same max terms which I am having here. It will be copied over here without any changes. So now I have to evaluate 0, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 10 and 12, 13. Fine. So how to evaluate, and I'll be evaluating it in this fashion, that is 0. What will be the min term? Min term will be 0. What will be the answer? 0, 0, 0, 0. Fine. Next, I'll be evaluating it for 1. What are the 1 terms here? It is 2 and 8. Fine. So it will be 2 and 8. 0, 0, 1, 0. 1, 0, 0, 0. Fine. Next it will be 3 and 4 also will be there.
So 4.
Answer karo below. So 0, 1, 0, 0. So I have done 2, 4, 8. 2, 4, 8 are marked. Then I'll be going for a group of 2. Here I'll be writing about 3, which is nothing but 0, 0, 1, 1. Next comes one more term with value having 2 ones in it, that is 5. So what is 5 will be 0, 1, 0, 1. Next it will be 10. And so 10, which will be 1, 0, 1, 0. Fine. 12. Next one will be 12. 1, 1, 0, 0. And then 13 will be coming in the next bracket. That will be the group of 3. So 0 is over, 2 is over, 3 is over, 4 is over, 5 is over, 8 is over, 10 is over. I'm left with only, and even 12 is over. I'm left with only one term, that is 13. So 13 I will be writing over here. So 13 will be 1, 1, 0, 1. So last 2 rows I will be deleting. So this will be my table, and now I will be going for the second table, that will be the table 2. I will try bringing the table down. So now I will be clearing the cells. Now, next group will be creation of min-term groups of 2. So I'll be going with the 0th group. See, So now first group will be 0 with 2 4
What?
and it 0 comma 2.
2. 0 0 bar 0.
So next group will be group 1, which will be between 2 and 3 is possible. So I'll be writing 2 and 3, 2 comma 3. So the answer will be 0
0 0
0
1
1 dash. 2 and 5 is not possible. So 2 and 10 is possible. So I'll be writing 2 and 10. 2 comma 10. So
dash 0 1 0.
next 2 and 10 is over. Then I'll be writing 2 and 12 is not possible. Next I'll be comparing 4 and 3 is not possible. 4 and 5 is possible. 4 comma 5. So 4 and 5 0 1 double 0. 5 is 0 1 0 1. So it will be 0 1 0 dash. So next one will be after 4 and 5, next 4 and 10. 4 and 10 is not possible. So next will be 8 and 3, not possible. 8 and 5, not possible. 8 and 10, yes, it's possible. So I'll be pairing one more one. 8 and 10. So 8 and 10 will be dash, no, 1, 8, 10, 0, dash 0. So 8 and 10 is over.
4 and 4
4 and 12 is possible. 4 and 12 is possible, and even 8 and 12 is possible. So I'll be using 2 rows. I expect everyone to mute yourself. Four and 12. So 4 and 12 will be dash 1 0 0, and 8 and 12 will be 1 dash 0 0. Next, the second group will be having two elements, that will be 3 with 13 is not possible. 5 with 13, yes, it's possible. So 5 comma 13. 5 comma 13, it will be dash 1 0 1. Next one will be 12 comma 13. So answer will be 1 1 0 dash. So I'll be going for the last one, that is creation of minterm groups of 4, and here I'll be trying to look for quad term. Fine. So here it will be A B C D. So first one will be group 0. So group 0, I'll be the formation of the table. So 11 the dash ada, 11 hyphen ada. So I will try if try checking if it is possible. 0 to 8, 10. Yes, it's possible.
Yes, sir.
So it will be 0 to 8, 10. So next one will be dash 0 dash 0. So next one will be 0. I'll be putting a tick mark over here. I'll be copying this symbol 0 to 8 and 10. So I have pasted it here. Next, I'm having hyphen here. So there is one hyphen here. 0, 4, 8, 12. 0, 4, 8, 12. Yes, it is possible. So I will be 0, 4, 8, 12. So I'll be pairing it. So if I pair 0, 4 and 8, 12, it will be dash dash 0, 0.
Dash 0.
So next one will be I'll be creating a next group, that is next. Is there any possible combinations? 0, 8, 2, 10, it's already done. 0, 8, 4, 12 is already done. So I'll be putting a tick mark here along with here and here. So that is done. So next one will be group 1. Group 1. Group 1. I will try checking the hyphen here. 2, 3, 12, 13. 2, 3, 12, 13. It is not possible. Next, 2, 10, 4, 5. 4, 5, 12, 13. Yes, it's possible. So I'll put one tick here and one tick over here. Even 8, 12 is over. 8, 12 is over. 8, 12 is over. Fine. So I have put one tick here. And there's one more hyphen here. Even the combination after the normal. 2, 10, 5, 13. 2, 10, 5, 13. 0, 0. This is 0, 0, 1, 0. I'm having hyphen here. Oh, there are two variations, so it is not possible. Fine. 2, 10 is not possible. So I will be having this last term here, that is forming quad. The quad will be 4, 12, sorry, 4, 5, 12 and 13. So it will be dash 1, 0. So that one will be over. So 5 and 13. Next one will be creating a prime implicant group. So here what are remaining unticked here? 5 and 13 is not used anywhere, and even these two are not used anywhere. But you see, there is only one term which is not available here among the group of min terms, that is 3. 3 is not available here. So next one will be creation of prime implicant table. I will try creating the prime implicant table. So
4, 5, 12, 13 dash 0 dash. Sir,
Sorry?
dash 1 0 dash. Sir.
4, 5, 12, 13.
4, 5, 12, 13. Sir. 12, 13 dash 1 0 dash.
I have done it. So it will be dash 1, 0 dash. So any other combinations which I have left out? 4, 12 is done. 2, 10, can it be paired with anyone? 2, 10 has dash here. It is not paired. It cannot be paired. Now 1 and 2, it is not over. Between first and second group, it is not over. 2 and 10. 2 and 10 is probably over here. 0, 2, 0, 8, 2, 10. It is also having a tick here. 0, 8, 2, 10 is already covered here. So this 2 and 10 will also be having one tick here. 5 and 5 and 13, where it has been covered?
Third one, 4, 5, 12, 13.
4, 5, 12
12,
and
13.
13. 4, 5, 12, 13. Yes, even this is covered. So one tick here. So next one will be prime implicant table. So before going for prime implicant table, I will try clearing all the cells. So I'll be deleting it. And these will be small cells. So I'll be copying my question. I'll be going back to my question. I'll be copying the question. Uh, so question will be, out of this, it's better to avoid writing, even if you avoid writing 8 and 9, it's fine, because 8 and 9 are don't care terms. It's better you don't write don't care terms here. ಬರೆದ್ರು ತೊಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, better avoid writing don't care terms. So I will start filling the columns. 0, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 10 I will not take only because it is their don't get terms. I will not consider it. Even if I take it, it doesn't matter. You can, however if people feel comfortable, you can do it so. So I will try. Is there any other combinations possible? No, not. So this will be the last table. So last table I will copy all the terms here. So I will write what are the many terms here. So this one will be B bar, D bar, and the next one will be C bar, D bar, C bar, D bar. The last one will be C D bar, B D bar, B C bar, B C bar. So I will write these PI terms here, and I will copy these terms over here. So I'll try filling the cells. 0 to 8, 10. 8, 10 is not there, so you may write a star or you may not put a star. It's not an issue. You can put a cross mark or you need not put the cross mark. It's not an issue. So 0 to 8, 10. So I'll put a cross for 0 to 0, 4, 8, 12. 0 cross 4, 12. Next 4, 5, 4, 5, 12, 13. Now is it now I have to look for one thing. Are all the columns covered? No. Third column is left, is not having any cross mark. So I will try finding where is that unticked row. So unticked row is here. This one is the unticked row, that is 2, 3. What is the equation? A bar, B bar, C. So A bar, B bar, C, 2, 3. So what will be the value? 0, 0, 2, 3. So I'll put 2 cross for wherever 2 and 3 is there. So now I am having the equation S is equal S bar, which is equal to F bar of A, B, C, D, which is equal to. So I will identify the PI terms here. So this is a PI column. This is a PI column. One PI column. One more PI column. EPI cells. I am sorry. These are EPI cells. These are EPI cells. Right. So now we'll try finding a solution where I can cover all of the min terms. I'm speaking about min terms here, so I'll cover all the min terms in an efficient way. I'll try grouping. So this is one PI. So this is covering how many cells? It is covering 4, 5, 12, 13. So it is covering 4. I'll copy tick here. I'll copy the tick marks here. 4, 5, 12, 13. So this 13 is covering, this EPI is covering all of these. Next, even 5 is covered here. Next, ಏನದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆ DP ಅದ 2 and 3 I have to use mandatorily. So I'll copy these two here. So what is this row? BC bar. I'll write BC bar plus BC bar plus A bar B bar C, A bar B bar C. Now what all is left? 0 is not uncovered, so 0 is left, and 0 can be covered by using either B bar D bar or C bar D bar. So I will be having two solutions possible, that is B bar D bar D bar D bar D bar, or I will rewrite the expression with C bar D bar, C bar D bar. So this is the final solution. So I have got the solution for min term equation, but I need what? I need what? I need a
Max
maximum
term.
equation. So I need a maximum equation. I need the expression for S, not S bar. So the last one step will be a crucial step for analysis. That step will be solved now. Right? So I will try putting a bar. So what if this is F bar equation? I will copy the equation once again. Now I will write the equation for F. Now the equation for F will be conversely this equation whole bar, correct? Because I have inverted the bar. So if I write the equation of S, E bar il bartadri, it will be transferred to the right hand side. So this equation bar it is. So now what are the terms here? How will I write the expression? How will I write the expression? The expression will be S is equal to F of A comma B comma C comma D, which is equal to, now I will write the equation, that is B bar
A
plus
bar
C,
plus
B bar plus C
into A plus B plus C bar.
B plus C.
C bar into B plus D
2B plus
into B plus D. So this is my final expression. So this is a max term expression. So you can have a verification that this equation is in POS form. It is in POS form, product of sum terms. So terms are sum terms, and it is related by product. So this is how the equation goes. But after this, you have to put one more PI table, the last table. I will try writing in the form of table of 2 columns. So I will write here PI for F bar, sorry, I will write S bar. Here I'll write PI for S. Fine. What is PI for S bar here? I will write all the terms here. BC bar, B, BC bar, A bar, A bar, B bar, C. The last one will be C bar, D bar, C bar, D bar. Here I will be writing these terms. So this should be your final table. So this table is very mandatory, and if you don't time to table, and if you don't solve this, your marks for your Quinn McCluskey, entire Quinn McCluskey technique will be 0, because this doesn't bother. The final thing which bothers is the solution. Fine. And one more thing, that doesn't mean that if you write this expression without solving any table, then also you'll get 0 only. So be very attentive while writing the answer. So hopefully this sum is clear for all of you. And now we are able to
Yes.
solve all the problems of assignments. So thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes,
We
sir.
will now I'll come back to come back to my, this completes your module 1. I repeat, this completes your module 1. See here I have written the same equation. You have to write this. ನಾನು bracket ಹಾಕಿ ಬಾರ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೆ, ನೀವು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಬಾರ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕು. I didn't had option for putting a bar in this fashion. That's why I had put a bracket here and then I had put a bar here. So you have to put it in this fashion. So this summation capital M, you can see here it is replaced by small m. Then I'm forming this group, and this how this thing goes. And you have to encircle all the API cells and then I write the solution. Next one, module 2. I'll be starting with module 2. What's a decoder? Are you all there? Are you all able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I expect a response from only those students who text me in the group, and others are immaterial to me. So decoder. So decoder is a logical circuit which selects one output among 2 raised to n outputs. ಇಲ್ಲೇನದ n input ಅದ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟದ 2 raised to n outputs ಅದಾವ. So decoder ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Decoder. It is a decoder. The name itself tells it decodes. Means what? See here there are n inputs. The output will be 2 raised to n. So for example, if I had a decoder here with 2 inputs, say input 1, input 2, then output will be 4. The output will be 4. So this decoder is called as 2:4 decoder. So because it is having 2 inputs and 4 outputs. A decoder is a logical circuit which selects what it does. Depending on the input which I give, it selects one output among 4 outputs available. It will select one output among 4 outputs available depending on the combination of the inputs. So if input is 0, 0, output 1 will be selected. If input is 0, 1, output 2 will be selected. If input is 1, 0, output 3 will be selected. If input is 1, 1, output 4 will be selected. Yes, sir. So 4 outputs will be selected in this fashion. So it's the decoder. So next comes the 2:4 decoder. So that's what I have explained here. Look here. So there are 2 inputs, A and B. So it is a 2:4 decoder. How many outputs are there? A bar, B bar, which is the output Y0, Y subscript 0, Y subscript 0. Next, the second output will be Y1, which will be A bar B. The third output will be Y2, which will be AB bar, and fourth output will be AB, which will be Y3. And you can see there is a correlation here. There is no difficulty in understanding this topic. Whatever the subscript I write here, this subscript's binary value will be the number. Y1 andrena 1, 1 andrena 0, 1. So 1 andre 0, 1. So 0, 1 hang barite nanu A bar B. 2 andre 1, 0. 1, 0 andre A B bar. So Y3 andre 1, 1. So AB. So hangri. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. There will be 2 inputs and 4 outputs, and 2 inputs are there here, A, B, Y0, Y1, Y2, Y3. So 0, 0, Y0 will be selected, 0, 1, Y1 will be selected, 1, 0, Y2 will be selected, 1, 1, Y3 will be selected. So this will be my truth table. Sorry, I have not written here. This is my truth table. Next, I have realized the same using basic gate. This is not using NAND gate. This is using basic gate. So I have realized I have put a A slot, A complement slot, B slot, B complement slot, depending on the outputs. A bar ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ, so ಇಲ್ಲಿ A bar, B bar fetch ಮಾಡ್ಲಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಒಂದು AND gate ಕೊಟ್ಟೇನೆ. So this is my relation using basic gate. Now same thing if I use a enable. So if I use a enable, and here there are 2 things, right? Active high and active low. ಏನಂದ ನಾನು active high and active low. What is active high? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ನಾ ಏನು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿಲ್ಲ. This decoder has only 2 inputs. So these 2 are active high inputs ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಇತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, 4 ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಇತ್ತು, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So these all are active high outputs. Why? How am I deciding active high or active low? See, if I have a IC and if I have a bubble and then I have an input, say this input is enable input, the input is enable input, then now this bubble indicates a NOT gate. This bubble indicates a NOT gate. So to make this enable means what? It will enable the IC. It will make the IC work. So this input is very crucial. This input is very crucial in any digital circuit. Now, if what should be the input given to make this IC enabled? The input given should be 0, because if I feed 0 here, this will be complemented. 0 complement 1, IC is enabled. If I feed 1 here, then 1 complement will be 0, IC will be disabled. So enable will be a active low input here. So whichever pin has a bubble at the input or output side, that pin is called as active low pin. I repeat, it will be called as active low pin. And if that pin doesn't have a bubble, if it is a normal pin, then it will be an active high pin. So this pin is active low and this pin is active high. Active low gets triggered for 0 input. Active high gets triggered for 1 input. That's it. There is no big funda behind it. The funda is it is a NOT gate. Understanding? So next one, enable input. So here I am having 3 inputs along with the commercial inputs, that is A and B. So whenever as indicated here, this enable input is an active low input here. Sorry, this enable is now a active high input. I will tell you why it is active high. Look here, when enable is 0, when enable is 0, it is an active high input. Active high in a bubble illa. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yes,
Fine.
sir.
Yes, sir.
So I was discussing about
Yes.
use of enable pin. So enable pin. Now look here. This enable pin will be a active high enable pin because there is no bubble here. Have you understood this enable
Sir,
thing?
screen is not visible.
Sir,
Screen is
screen
not
not
visible,
visible.
sir.
Wait, wait. Now is it visible?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fine.
Sir.
So I was still here, that is explaining the active high and active low pin. So hopefully this point was clear. The active high and active low concept was clear, I guess.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Next, here look here, I am using one enable pin for a 2:4 decoder. So 2:4 decoder, now look here the enable pin, this EN pin. This enable pin is an active high pin here. When I feed 0 here, the IC is disabled. When I feed 1 here, the IC is enabled. So that's what I have represented here in the truth table. That is, when enable is 0, A is don't care, B is don't care. Means what? Whatever might be A and B, what will be the output? Output will be 0. Even if I feed 0 and 1 here, and if enable is 0, I am feeding 0, 1. Which one should be selected? Ideally, y1 should be selected, correct? 0 0 0 1, correct? So y1 should be selected here. I am trying for this combination, but enable is 0. Then if enable is 0, then IC itself is not working. What will be the output? Default output will be 0. So I have to first enable the IC. Whenever IC is not enabled, enable pin is 0, whatever might be A and B. So A and B are don't care here, they can be either 0 or 1. So in this one row only, I am covering all the 4 cases 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. You understanding? So I covered all the 4 cases here 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 1 1. So whenever enable is 0, whatever might be A and B, output is 0. Then 1 1 1 1. So depending on A and B, I'll be able to get the outputs as 1s here accordingly. So this is my truth table. Again, I have realized the same using basic gates. Now, realization of the expression. F of A comma B is equal to A bar plus B. He is asking me to realize using 2:4 decoder. So how will I realize? I will first convert, this is a normal SOP equation. I will convert this equation into a standard SOP equation or a canonical SOP equation first. So this will be my standard SOP equation. I will get a min term list. Once I get a min term list, look here, I am connecting one OR gate to get this output. Understanding?
Yes, sir.
0 1 3. So
Yes, sir.
why did I use OR gate? So I am using the OR gate because I have to relate it by a plus sign. I have to relate it by a plus sign. So I am using the OR gate. So next one will be 3:8 decoder. So I'll be having 3 inputs A, B, C, and 1 enable input, which will be active high input. I'll be having 7 outputs, 8 outputs, that is Y0 to Y7. What will be Y0? A bar, B bar, C bar into EN. It is not EN bar because active input is active high, enable input is active high. So in this way, I have constructed this truth table and I have tried realizing this using basic gates. Next, the same equation, another equation, f of a comma b comma c is equal to ab plus bc plus ca. I have tried converting into the standard SOP form, then I'm getting a min term list, then I relate by an OR gate. So I'll start this in the next class. That is 74X139 or 74LS139 or 74139. That is a dual 2:4 commercially available 2:4 decoder. So
Yes, sir.
we'll discuss about this in the next class.